Everton's ongoing war with the Premier League has been one of the most engaging battles this season, in all honesty. After all, that's what this campaign boiled down to. An off-field venture where relegation and survival will likely be decided in court. It marks the sad decline of the game that was once so universally loved, but which is rapidly losing fans due to the increasingly clinical nature of the rules and regulations that are destroying the very essence of the sport. It's no longer a game for the working class to go watch a game with friends. Those above took it and turned it into something unrecognizable. However, football could regain some sort of parity should the Toffees win this argument with their own division, and a report has now suggested that they could be on track to claim a major victory to soon end the war. What did Everton do with the Premier League? After having sent letters, expressed their discontent and appealed for the 10-point deduction administered in November, they must now wait until mid-February to hear the result of the latter. It is a decision that could prove crucial to the club's long-term future, and any outcome will certainly have dramatic effects, regardless of the direction it takes. Well, courtesy of a report from the Daily Mail, Everton are one of a number of clubs that are increasingly disillusioned with the leadership of Premier League owner Richard Masters. They write that pressure is mounting as a small group emerges, which has just refused the introduction of new transaction rules between associated parties by the Premier League. It was these same seven, plus another side, who also rejected the idea of banning loan transfers last November based on ownership models. With this persistent rejection of the same group, fears are emerging that a rebel group is forming to usurp Masters from its unstable position at the top of the tree. Is it all figured out for Richard Masters? Having already been criticized for his conduct throughout this trial with Everton, having labelled them and Nottingham Forest as of small clubs before refusing to publish the letter from his meeting, despite lobbying from the mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, it's clear that Richard is not winning over new supporters. Indeed, this growing discontent will be a welcome sight for Evertonians, whose ongoing protests against their leadership appear to be spreading across the country. It is clear that the Premier League's efforts to punish the Toffees were made with the looming threat of the government's independent regulator suggestion. And, ironically, in an effort to prove their strength and security, they have never seemed so weak. With discontent growing now too, it looks like everything could be unraveling for Masters. Leave your like and subscribe.